Hey, what is up, wrestling friends and family? It is me, JB, the best Chris in all of wrestling podcasts, Mr. Chris Dredd, and welcome to Chat Grapple Live.
Indeed.
What the hell is going on? How is everyone? We are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on X. Yeah, that one too.
All right.
And yeah, hell shit. Yeah, we're live. So let's try not to swear too much and let's try not to kick off and fuck it, let's kick off.
Okay.
What's going on, bro?
There was enough swearing in our last episode with Mr. Chris Hamrick.
There was indeed. There was a lot of swearing with Chris Hamrick. There was a lot of stuff that we could not even share with you. See, already there's someone here. Munsey is with us. What's happening, Munsey? He's looking forward to beating Spurs at the weekend. Chris, that's for you, mate.
Mate, we got majority of our players back, bar two, and we've already beaten every team in Manchester this fucking year. So you're all good, mate. I'm not worried.
That's fair enough. I mean, United are shit, Spurs are shit. Doesn't matter to me. So where are we in this whole fucking wrestling world bullshit? Where do we want to start?
Well,
what do you want to talk about?
Can I just chuck something in that I literally have seen moments ago? Yeah. Fucking just these. There's stuff going on in wrestling, okay, all the time, just because whenever WWE does something or signs someone or releases someone, yeah, you've got all of this other shit going on from AEW fans just spouting absolute nonsense about whatever it is. And, I saw this post and it was like some cuck.
So are you getting onto the releases?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about just basically something that I've seen that is like a constant.
Sure.
And I literally just moments before we went on, I was looking at my phone, looking at a couple of bits, and I saw this on Twitter, and it was because I do want to talk about how shit Mercedes Moné is, first of all, as well. Because of basically WWE is talking about signing people, and how WWE only sign people when they've been, that fucking, once they've been on AEW, then WWE sign them up and all that sort of shit. And it's like, no, because of basically people have left AEW and people have been released from WWE. Anyway, long story short, this comment from an AEW fan mentioning Mercedes Moné, right, in a thing. Yes, we are talking Gluckers to open the show, my man. Yes. And they are literally like proper. They're not even hawk tuning on that shit, bro. They're just going in like dry, like proper, like full coffee grinder fucking. Anyway.
Tell me the tweet now. You've warmed it up.
So they've mentioned it on the bottom of one of her tweets. And it says, first off, I love how you've elevated the women's division within AEW, especially with this current program with Harley. My question, as CEO, would you like to recruit? Who would you like to recruit for AEW? Right? Great. What a load of fucking horse shit, okay? First of all, she hasn't elevated the women's division at all. The only person that's doing
that's the most egregious part of that whole tweet. She's elevated.
Tony Storm is the only good thing in the women's division right now. So the question was, who would you sign? Who would you recruit? And her response, deadpan, serious, proper serious, is, if I listed the people I wanted in AEW, the other place would sign them.
Okay. So she's, in a way, trying to say that she is that much of a... what's the word I'm looking for here? Help me out, because I can't think of it.
Prick?
No, not like that. But what she's saying is the way she said, if anyone, If she
She's
says
so
it, they'll listen. Yeah, she's that much
So
influencer.
yeah, she's an influencer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck off. Like,
So
don't
she,
give me that.
it's horse shit. You know,
Yeah.
the thing is, Stephanie Vakir, right?
What a star she is,
Mate, you know what? Absolutely fantastic.
Fucking
I watched NXT today. It was fucking brilliant. I watched it, you know, and the funny thing is, you know what's weird? I seem to be, and I don't know if it's just me, right? But I seem to be watching more of the shows because now Raw and SmackDown are on Netflix. I'm obviously watching those because they're available for free on Netflix. Well,
simply, yes, or for us on Netflix.
Yeah, right. So now I'm watching NXT every week because it's on there, and I'm watching it, and it's like, okay, well, I'll watch NXT. It's there. Boom, boom, boom. So, you know, and the weekly programming is strong from WWE. It's strong.
Okay.
The only, again, using the word egregious bit for me is now they're playing fucking Jey Uso's music twice every time. And, you know, they're yeeting for way too long.
What are you talking about, man? What's the problem here? What's the problem?
You know what the problem is?
I'm just going to keep pressing that every now and again. Every now and again, I'm just going to keep pressing that.
You're going to yeet.
I'm going to press the yeet button. Yeah.
I'll tell you why. You know what's funny?
Sorry, before we move on, just quickly before you get to that point, I do want to shout out the comment that has just come in because yes, we were talking Gluckers to open the show, but it is from one of our favorite wrestling podcasts of all time, the TW Takes podcast, who only just this week, I mean, he released one of his, you know, biannual podcasts because he only does one or two a year now. Shout out to you, Mr. Matt Bishop, for your Q&A. Like, hell, what a great show that was. We did obviously ask a question, and we do want to know when you're going to be in the UK. So if you want to know when he's going to be in the UK, for the love of God, listen. And, you know, you only have to search the TW Takes Wrestling Podcast or TW Takes Podcast to find that out. So thank you, Bishop.
Bruv, when my man comes over here, right, we're gonna, bruv, is, you know, when worlds collide, right, it's gonna be fucking fantastic. Wherever he is, don't give a fuck. We're jumping in the Ford Focus, right, and we're gonna be going to pick that motherfucker up, and we're gonna show him the sights of the UK. We'll go to the Emirates, yeah. We'll go to the Tottenham Stadium. We'll take him for a fucking Bovril. Fuck off. If I'm coming to the Emirates, you're coming to the fucking Spurs Stadium, right? We'll take him for a Bovril. We'll take him, you know.
Fucking right.
We'll take him everywhere around this great nation. And we can't fucking wait.
Whilst we're here, double yeet.
Yeet. You know what's funny, right? The reason why I say it's funny is because the moment, you know, everyone complained about WWE that they were never pushing people that were over, right? And then they get someone that's so over like Jey Uso, they push him, and I'm like, oh, he's fucking shit. Like, it's sort of, do you know what I mean?
I went back into the archives of one of the shows that we did a long time ago, and I posed a question to you and said, what if a lot of this bloodline stuff was about getting Jey over and being about Jey? Yeah. We laughed about it. We thought, probably not. Other people sort of the same thing. I don't know about that. And whilst I don't think the thing was originally anything about Jey, I just feel a little vindicated that, you know, Jey is the guy at the moment to be centering a WrestleMania around. And, you know, why the fuck not? Footy all day. Yes, Bishop, you are right. Footy all day. But that's because I know you've been gambling on the football and, like, you know, and maybe you've been winning. That's why you love it so much. This guy. Bishop, I listened to it 2.5. Fucking hell. Out of respect for you guys, only codes. Oh.
Fucking
Graham, we appreciate you stopping by. Let's not. I don't want to get into a slanging match with a school teacher because he might go after me grammar. The Good Cop Bad Cop Wrestling podcast is available, I believe, every Friday. Is that right? I'm almost certain it's every Friday. It could be Saturday. I could be wrong. I can't remember at this point because fuck it. Who knows? Where were we? What were we talking about? Shall we put up a new banner that poses a new question? Why not? Tell me, Chris. WWE releases, and yes, they are always inevitable. Why do people cry about them so much?
You know, it's because people are knobheads. That's why. You know, you've got. So who was? Have we got a list of all of them?
Well, yeah, we have got everyone pretty much knows the list by now, but you don't want to go too deep into it. But AOP and Paul Ellering have gone.
Correct.
Blair Davenport, AKB Priestley, has gone. Isla Dawn has gone.
Isla Dawn was one that surprised
Cedric
me.
Alexander has gone. I can't see him rolling up to AEW anytime soon, but you never know. He might, make bygones with Tony Khan after what he said about his wife. Yeah, as well as those, there was a few more. I think Elektra Lopez has gone. Sonia Deville of the KFC/PFC. I don't know. Like straight away, people take a moronic dive into them. Say, "Oh, it's they're just releasing the LGBT guys." Yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen how WWE are racist for releasing Cedric Alexander. Like, come on, guys. Let's be real and let's be smart about it. Big Wayne. You got Lil Wayne, and you've got the better version. You got Big Wayne.
Yeah.
Jey Uso deserves a shot at the title, but for him to be elite, we don't want him to be elite. He's going to need to elevate his ring ability with moves and keep things fresh. I get the point. Super kicks do not, make a match great, and the less of those you have, the better. Could he improve his moveset? Probably.
I think he needs to. Can you see him winning at Mania then against Gunther?
I can, because WrestleMania is Yeet Mania. Let's have it.
Yeet Mania.
So where were we on the releases? Yes, there were suggestions that it was Triple H was racist. They're against the LGBTQ community and all this shit. Like, they're not. And the only reason I think people do this is, one, for clicks, and two, because they're fucking losers who have nothing else to complain about.
Yeah, and Blair Davenport, did we mention her? She's gone.
We did mention B. She'll be back in some company in no time. It's an easy one for her. Like, yeah, I did any of them surprise me? No. Yeah. Did any of them disappoint me? No. They're wrestlers. They'll end up on probably shows near us eventually one day.
Do you know one thing that really pissed me off, though?
Go on. From
an AEW group.
Oh, why?
It was, I know, I don't know why I did it to myself. They had pictures of all of the releases from WWE, and then a big picture of Nikita Lyons saying, "But Nikita's still in a job." Of course she is.
Of course she is.
And we know why.
Yes, we do.
But she lost. She lost on NXT this week.
She did. Graham from the Good Cop, Bad Cop Wrestling podcast says, he can wait. He's a fucking school teacher. Slow your typing down, man.
Did he write that sign that was in AEW?
He must have done. It was probably him. He had a mask on, probably, yeah. He can wait for the look on British Customs' face when they see Bishop's suitcase full of Mountain Dew, Twinkies, and Cheetos. We have those here, dude.
Yeah, we do.
Don't worry. I mean, it's a premium price, but you can get them here. He has corrected it. Can't wait. No, you're too late now. It looks ridiculous. You've put can wait. We're leaving that comment up for a minute. You're a teacher, man. Come on.
You know what? Because he's listening to it so quickly.
Yeah.
His fingers are trying to mimic the sound of the letters and the words, and he just sort of.
You ain't no pianist.
Fucking.
Anyway.
We love him. We love you, bro.
We do, Graham.
I tell you what, what's funny? I don't think me and you have both been on their show at the same time, have we?
Yeah, the first time.
It was the first time we have. Yeah.
We also
Correct.
need to correct ourselves, and this came up in conversation.
Yeah, sorry, Bishop.
Yeah, see, he already knew what I was going to say.
Yeah.
The original, the OG of three Pete's on this
That's
show is Bishop, not Billy, as before. You know, something we said on the show with Chris Hamrick, which you can see if you are interested in hearing about things like New Jack and all of that. Go and check that out. That is on YouTube and iTunes or
Have we
Apple Podcasts.
have we not had Brian R. Solomon on 3 times, or is he a twice?
Brian is a two-time.
And you know what? That guy is fucking big in the wrestling world, bro. And we've had Mr. Bright, a friend of the show, Brian R. Solomon.
Yes. Yeah? big things. Brian R. Solomon's doing big things. Big guy. We do need that fourth. We will talk. We need to get the fourth going. I see a couple more questions from Wayne and Darmar. And we will get to those because we do have specially loaded banners for those things. Still on the releases, though, I know AEW. Well, I mean, fuck it. Whilst we're here, AEW released people too.
Yeah.
The only people crying about it were AEW fans, saying how terrible these guys were that were released. So as far as we're aware, there has been no official communication about one or two of them.
Yeah.
But Miro was finally let go. I mean, Miro's done a wonderful job, hasn't he?
Oh,
collecting millions and working 11 dates,
mate. You know what? Yeah, I it's
I
fucking
applaud it.
That's fantastic. And there's a picture of him and Sheamus having a bevy that's come out recently.
Oh yes, him and Sheamus. Yes. Now, let's be real about that. I'm pretty sure they didn't just let the contracts expire because Tony likes to add time on, doesn't he, Graham?
Yeah.
Moving on.
Well, you know what's funny though? AEW, I've said this previously on the show, and I'll say it again. People seem to think that because Tony Khan, because they love Tony Khan so much, they seem to think he's this sort of fucking benevolent, like really nice guy. But he's not. He's a fucking billionaire still, right? So, and he's a fucking asshole. So, what he did to Penta and what I think he's doing to Ray Phoenix as well, is he doing?
Again, like you know my standpoint on this. These people willingly sign those contracts with that clause in, so it's down to them. They signed them,
of course, but it doesn't make Tony Khan any less of an arsehole if he's not going to use them. If he's not going to use them, then let him go. You're just paying.
You're
paying them for nothing.
But you could also, accuse me of siding with the billionaire in this situation, and yeah, I would, because these people willingly signed those contracts. I'm sorry, if you willingly sign it and you know what you're signing, if you're unsure of what you were signing, there's a bigger issue here at play. But if you signed it, knowing full well that injury time clause can be added, you fucked up.
But you know what's funny?
Sorry, Justin's in the chat as well. What's up, Justin?
Yes.
Fuck.
You got yourself.
Yes.
So, but it's the classic adage of, like, what's good for the goose is good for the fucking gander, right?
Sure.
So he doesn't do it to everybody, has he?
He might not, but some of these people might not have been injured and had might have not have taken time away by being injured. They might have just been left off TV. And there's a difference between people not coming to work because they're injured and people not coming to work because they were told to stay at home.
Well, what? Yeah, which is fucked. I mean, look what happened to the whole Ricky Starks situation. Like, free my boy Ricky Starks. Like, he was on lockdown basically since it was a couple of things.
Yeah, wasn't it, off TV?
Yeah, it's a couple of things. He was friends with Cody, number one. He said, "Yeah, we fucking."
Fucking right. Yes,
yeah, dude, who's bringing the fucking beak, mate?
It's the wrong drink for a party, but fuck it.
So he's friends with Cody, so that didn't help him. He said something that upset Chris Jericho too.
Oh no! Okay,
yeah. And have you seen the pictures circulating about Jericho and like, oh, he seems to have an extra kick in his step recently, and we don't know why. And now he's just being pictured loads of that. What's her name?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'll send you the thing. But you're
telling me that none of the guys in this chat went on the Jericho cruise. My God, that boat must smell bad.
Yeah. So Ricky Starks has been, he's been screwed over for a few reasons. But if you listen to the Undertaker, on a podcast very recently, he had nothing but good things to say about Ricky Starks. He literally, have you seen that clip?
No, I believe it was on his own podcast. We can't listen to them all. We only listen to the good ones. Bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry. I will try and keep up with the comments as much as I can. Hang on a minute. Just to start the cuts, Wayne says, across both franchises, you can't keep everyone happy. No, you fucking can't. You're right. And you have to run with the storyline whilst others are filling time with jobbers. Yeah, I mean, what happened to AEW Dark Elevation? Everyone got to work. Everyone had a job. But, now that doesn't seem to be the case. Graham has a question for you, Chris. It would seem if you aren't going to use them, let them go. WWE doesn't really need a 90-day clause after releases, then surely. But I'm under the impression, Graham, I'm going to ask this for you, Chris, is that the 90-day non-competes don't work. You cannot use them with a contract expiry. So
it's only if you terminate it early.
Yeah, if they terminate it early, WWE still pays them.
That's the thing.
Days. So
that's the reason. Yeah. So if your contract expires and they're not paying you anymore, there's no non-compete.
That's the whole reason. Yeah, they pay. Yeah. They keep you 90 days. They still pay.
90 day. Yeah, but the 90 days, if they cut your contract short, contractually they have to pay you for 3 months after that, at least minimum. So that's
their own version of giving notice.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what the 90-day clause is. The 90-day clause is right. We're going to let you go, but we're going to pay you. We're going to pay. Yeah, it's the sniff, isn't it? The nose candy. Love it. Yeah, that's the 90 days. The 3 months notice. Yeah.
Wayne's loving the WWE TNA crossover. Gives chance. It does give the chance, of success on another brand and staying relevant. You're right. I don't really want to see the Hardys on WWE TV though. Just saying. Like, I think that probably doesn't work, but. That's just me. I'm not speaking for majority. So
there was a WWE title defended on TNA TV like this week.
Was there?
Yes.
Okay. Was it the tag or something? I don't know.
It was. I'll find out for you.
Was it on NXT?
I think so.
Graham is disappointed with us here, it would seem. You let Wayne get away with filing instead of filling. Favoritism in chat. You don't know Wayne, Graham. Wayne's a wonderful human being. He doesn't give us any grief about how long he listens to the show and what speed he listens to it.
He is a gooner.
How dare you? Yeah, sorry, how dare you?
How dare you?
Masha, I believe you mean Masha Slamovich should be in the Rumble. No, I don't think. I mean, I like Masha, but you've only got 30 spots in the Rumble.
You know what's mad, bro?
Yeah, why not have Tessa in there as well?
Yeah, she's a racist. She's a racist.
No, point made, Graham. We do appreciate it, but no. Yeah, I mean, who are you kicking out of the Rumble in that case? Are you saying that Sonya Deville didn't deserve her spot because she was being let go? I mean, that's. What's your problem with B-Fab here? That's more of my question because I quite like B-Fab. And if you're saying you don't, that's up to you. There's no hate in this, but I have nothing against B-Fab. I think she's got a lot of potential. So I don't know about you, Chris, on that one.
B-Fab?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought
Absolutely.
her and Meechin's work together was quite good, and if
Yeah.
you're not happy with it, then that's your thing. That's a you problem. But
Yes, it was the NXT tag titles that were defended on TNA. It was
oh yeah,
Fraxium.
Praxium. That's right. Masher greater than B-Fab. I'm disagreeing, Graham, just because it's fun to disagree with you. What shall we put Matt Lewis greater than Graham in this one? Yeah, listen to that in times 2, you jackass.
We are trolling. We are trolling. Yeah. It's
So let's get back to, is it Rusev Day? Is it coming?
Yes.
Is he going to roll out in a fucking tank? And
Yeah.
I mean, he might not have someone to give one to in there, but is he going to roll out in a tank and start giving it all of that again and being the Rusev that we know and love?
Yes. Fucking, and I'm here for
I
it.
imagine they've probably told him, if you want to work full time, there's a job here for you. If he doesn't and he wants to chill in Bulgaria, sitting on his millions that he made off Tony Khan, let him continue to chill.
I think he'll want to work, bro. I think he can earn more money, bro. He's still gonna have that, he's still got to have that sort of energy to know that he can do what he can do. And
yeah, what
someone
makes
would have
me
got
laugh and makes me chuckle just a bit is that some of these people were taken off of TV for as much as a year, like Ricky Starks, with the idea that they would lose value. And no, it didn't happen for Ricky. It, in fact, probably helped that he was off TV because people wanted to see him. And yeah, I think the same thing with probably Rusev / Miro. The other ones that haven't been spoken about is more like Malachi Black, Alistair Black, Tommy End. Multiple
Have you
names.
seen that picture, the shadow picture of some people that are coming in, and one of them looked strangely like Alistair Black.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a picture of sort of like 4 or 5 people, shadowy picture that was released. One of them had a bandana on, I think, but one of them
Not
did
Hogan,
look.
is it?
Yeah, of course it is, brother.
Yeah, tank appropriate with the rhyming slang. Do not ring Rusev back. Oh, fucking hell, Graham. He's absolute Sherman. I don't agree again. Like again, you've set yourself up here because you're calling him tank and he ain't. He's what's your problem with Rusev? Like the guy was top drawer. He was box office. He was was doing bangers, and now he's what? He's gone to the WWE. You dislike him? Well, he's not gone to the WWE, has he? Could.
He will. He will. He's quite good friends with the Shamos.
Maybe he'll drive his tank to see Lana. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen anymore. But,
Yeah. I think Damian Priest.
One for old time's sake, eh?
Yeah, I think Damian Priest was on that, weren't he?
For a while, I think, but now he's doing TikToks with is it someone else? Go with the dead.
Yeah.
So who knows? So
he's a fucking bit of a rat, isn't he? Then Damian Priest, he's fucking getting about a bit. Shit.
Man, he's YOLOing to the fullest.
He is, bruv. He's yeeting all over the fucking place.
Yes, he is yeeting everywhere. Damien say yeet. Let's do that. So obviously the cat is out of the bag on this one as well. NXT did become absolute on Tuesday night.
He did the
huge.
He did the Bruce
fucking segment. He did the thing. He did the
Bruce.
He did the Bruce. He did Brucey.
Brucey.
Wonderful move. He, as much of a pop as you can get in that small arena, as well as that, the numbers he did on social media, it's fucking brilliant to see. And people like Ricky Starks. What can you say? Even when Cope tried to drag him down with his cutting comments on live TV, it did nothing to deter the fans from the fact that Ricky Starks has fucking endless potential and can be that guy.
But again, you've got certain wrestlers in AEW with a chokehold over the management, whether contractually or morally or whatever, where people like that just can't get a look in, bro. You know,
No.
they can't get a sniff, and it's you know, it's crazy.
It's not a surprise, obviously. You know, there are too many of those guys in AEW who have become what they always were laughing at and taking shots at, and probably, you know, telling themselves they wouldn't be. And that's the WCW guys on top, clinging and clutching to their spots on the show. You know, I'm sick of seeing Moxley.
Yeah, I am. I've
The
had
guy
enough.
was a star. The guy
Yeah.
is no longer a star. Jericho. Jericho would probably be fine as a, you know, one of those interview segment hosts, like, you know, he used to have the highlight reel and all that. Carlitos Cabana style.
It,
Do I
you
want to
know,
see him wrestle? Fuck no.
you know, it's one good thing I'll say about Moxley that I've seen recently on an interview. Karrion Kross said that, you know, Moxley said to him, "Look, give Triple H a call. They'll fucking love you over there. Here's his
Yeah.
number." And then he rang Triple H, and Triple H or text him,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
said, "Oh,"
I
and he
saw
rang him
that.
back, and he's like, "Is this actually Karrion Kross?" He's like, "Yeah, Killer Cross." It's like, "Yeah, sweet." And then boom, he's over there. So I can't knock Moxley for that. You know, it seems like, you know, some of the, but I mean, this may have been a while ago, but I mean, you know, it just seems like these wrestlers in AEW have got a bit of a chokehold over it, and they're becoming. I mean, Jericho especially is sort of becoming those, like you say,
It's worse than WCW. I'm sorry.
yeah,
It's
you
way
know.
worse than anything, almost anything. Almost, I have to correct myself. Almost anything you saw on WCW. I mean, can't really give any sort of excuses for Judy Bagwell as a world tag team champion. But
I mean, come on, bruv. She's a good worker. She works snug. She's good.
I bet she did.
Yeah.
Um, may she rest in peace. Miro's on an 8-match win streak in AEW. Well, then there you go. 8 matches on the spin. He's won them all. What can you say about that?
Yeah.
You know,
But again,
don't come at us
why?
with the Miro hate, and then you find out he's on an 8-match win streak.
But the thing is, though, there's a lot of ins and outs and what have yous to do with, and we're never really going to know the full ins and outs or what have yous, because there was a lot of stories that came out where, you know, they said some people speculated on the fucking rag sheets, brother, that,
Oh.
you know, that Miro refused to do jobs, or he refused to do something. I don't know, or to work with someone or something. There was something was said.
Maybe he didn't want a job to Jack Perry.
I mean, maybe because Perry wanted to use real glass, and he said no, not doing it. You know, so there's a lot of ins and outs and what have yous, but to have someone like that you could utilize and you just don't use them, you know, is criminal, really. You know, even if you're looking at it from a creative point of view, sure, how could you not use Miro? How could you not find something for him to do?
I can almost see the point of them wanting to make their own stars or make use of what they have or had at the time. But when that didn't work, and when that did nothing, and that,
They haven't done it. Yeah.
and the numbers got worse and they got lower and stuff, why did you not trust this guy?
Yeah.
Why are you not trusting someone like Ricky Starks to run with it? They did the 4 pillars garbage. You know, if you're telling me you're not trying things, why not try Ricky Starks in, you know, on the mic, especially with MJF and all that, because he can keep up. Bishop likes Ricky, but he's overrated. It's an interesting point. He can be that guy. You're right. He can be. But
do you know why? Do you know why he seems overrated at the moment? Because we've not even seen a fraction of what he's capable of because of the situation that he's been in. And I think that there's a lot of hype about him that people know he can be it. And I think maybe
a lot of the hype comes from the indies as well.
Yeah.
what people tend to forget is that a lot of these guys in AEW had all that same indie hype and now are loved by the 600, 500,000 that watch it every week. Ricky can be just the same, but now he's in WWE. He's fucking his name is mud. He's no good. He's he was ungrateful. He was a terrible person. Like some of the shit you read on, especially on X, and it's no longer our favorite media fucking outpost. It would seem. Catch us on Facebook. Look at the photos.
Do you think that do you think just a quick one? Do you think that now Malachi Black has left AEW? Do you think that there's a chance that Buddy Murphy's probably going to try and go back to WWE?
I don't think so. I don't think he's in any rush. I think his contract is a bit longer, and he's got this Australia show and everything to focus on. And he is currently a big part of the TV show. So why would you leave right now? Yeah, your stock's only going to get higher if as long as you stay on TV.
Yeah, but that's the thing now. But when was the last time Buddy Murphy was on TV doing anything relevant? Really?
I believe he's wrestling Okada this weekend
As a single.
Australia. Yeah.
Okay.
On the Australia pay-per-view, it's not a pay-per-view. Oh no, it's not. It's definitely not a pay-per-view.
Yeah, but that's because he's Australian. That's literally the only reason.
But he's still on TV then. Like
but his missus is Rhea Ripley in WWE. Like, I mean, surely
he doesn't necessarily want to be known as Rhea Ripley's mandem. So
I don't think he minds.
His own way.
I don't think he minds.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
Yeah, he don't mind.
Mox left as he knew he was going to get the attention Roman and Seth were going to get. There wasn't the room to elevate the three of them at the same time. No, I don't necessarily think that's true. The Shield had definitely run its course. But you look at everyone else who's being elevated around it. Moxley could have been a part of that. Of course he could. And yeah, I don't want to say Moxley took an easier way out because he definitely didn't, especially because he works, in AEW now. And that is in no way the easy way out. I just think he wasn't happy with his creative, and
that was the issue.
Yeah, and figured AEW would be a better thing for him. And I think he did. He obviously got very comfortable by signing obviously another deal in AEW, and he's technically their world champion at the minute. Good God, man! Like
he's making.
They do not care about championships, and that. So if they don't care about it, why should we?
He's making money hand over fist. Moxley was one of the highest paid people they've got there.
Buddy fought Will Ospreay last month. Pretty big match. Who?
No, I mean a big match on the scale of what was the story between them.
No, don't do that because that the whole thing about the story. That AEW fans don't believe in that shit.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It can't be a big match, really, if there's no story, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You can have these, but you have to use them really fucking sparingly. You've got these, these dream matches which you can put on one night and go, this is a dream match, this is it. But don't do it every week and go, this is a dream match as well. And now Ricochet versus fucking the geezer with the horns is a big match. It's a dream match. No, it's fucking not. Ricochet has fucking got worse since he's left and gone to AEW. His catchphrase is just Alan Partridge, but in a higher pitch.
Aha!
Exactly. Like there you go. Like, don't tell me that Ricochet has gotten better. See, I'm off on one now. Fucking hell.
I'm trapped under a cow. I'm not okay.
Mark's interview on the Jericho podcast. Those are two things we don't really listen to. Was him saying that he was unhappy with creative and they're making him look dumb. Well, yeah, they dressed him up as a shit Bane, didn't they? And
yeah, they did. There was a lot of shit creative. Yeah.
Oh yes, who says Rick O'Shea is getting better? You only need to look online, mate. Again, on that wonderful social media app known as X, that it just is pretty shit, isn't it? Come and catch us on Facebook. Much better there. So yeah, we were talking about absolute NXT there, weren't we? And it just fell apart. So what?
Well, no, but going back to NXT.
Yeah, go on. Absolute NXT.
Going back to NXT. I'll be watching Vengeance at the weekend. You've got, Javon versus Ethan Page.
Another guy who, made a better life for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a lot going on in NXT, and I don't care what anybody. Oh shit!
Look at that. Yes, I do remember Graham mentioning that he will be at Vengeance in DC. So good for you, man.
Man, good. That'd
Good
be a
for you.
fucking great show, dude. You got some good stuff going on. You've got the you've got the Japanese fella with the other big bloke in a tag team match against Fraxium.
The Japanese fella with the big bloke.
Yeah,
That's one way to describe it, Chris.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I think it's called Ichikara or something, and the big fucking fella. What's his fucking name? I watched it literally. They've just gone for my brain. But they're against Fraxium for the titles. You've got, great. Well, I don't care what anyone says. The NXT women's division is better than
What a
AEW's.
division that is. What a division. I'm sorry. Yeah, that is a hell of a division.
AEW's. Pisses all over AEW's. When you've got women like Stephanie Vakir, you've got Cora Jade, you had Bailey on there this week.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez, all of them.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez.
And Julia.
And do you know what I mean? You've got some absolutely outstanding. You've got the fucking creme de la creme.
And Nikita Lyons, right?
And Nikita Lyons as well. I mean, Jesus. Graham, what is their fucking names? Don't make me fucking Google it because it's gone from my brain.
So I'm going to read this out. Listening to Chris describe that upcoming match at Vengeance, like listening to my mum trying to tell me what film she watched last night when nattering on the phone. Oh, bless Graham's mum. That's all I can say. We don't insult mothers on this show.
No, we do not.
Jada Parker is another part of that women's division.
Fantastic. Yeah,
it's an excellent division right now. Kalani Jordan as well. Yeah, Bishop's right. He's just going to start naming NXT women, which is fine.
Here we go. Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura are against them.
So which one's the Japanese fella?
Yeah, Japanese fella. Fucking sumo. Bosh. He was doing the 100-hand slap, bruv. He does the 100-hand slap on people.
Is it better than Eddie Kingston's machine gun, chops?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you've got that four-way that I'm really looking forward to. Julia, Bailey, Roxanne Perez, and Cora Jade in a four-way for the title. I mean, come on, bruv. You can't fucking get better than that. And you've got a triple threat: Obafemi, Grayson Waller, and Austin Theory.
Yeah, I think the oh hell yeah, go on, Bishop. Bishop has added some real value to this. Yeet, indeed. Waller and Theory's shine has definitely faded. So I'm hoping they can get back to any sort of level, anywhere near where they were when they were like feuding with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens and stuff like yeah.
I mean, they were on WrestleMania, like they were talking about WrestleMania 40 and
yeah, that's right. You could feel like you got value for money by going to. I do remember you saying that the price wasn't too bad as well, which is always something we like to think about. If you can't get a ticket for free, then pay as less as you can for a ticket, and well done to you, man. If you got it for a good price.
And you got Fallon Henley versus Stephanie Vakir for the North American title. It's going to be a great match as well. Like I say, fucking, NXT is fantastic at the moment. And you know what's great as well? Seeing Lexis King
I mean, those are some sharp sideburns. I will give you that.
Oh, the geezer's fucking brilliant, mate. You know, just the whole, and he had a good match with the Fandango. You know,
Fandango.
Fandango.
Okay. So, for someone who was so, roundly mocked for when he was in AEW and then he left AEW, like I think Lexis King or Pillman has done a fantastic job, and yeah, you can't fault that. Prices for the NXT show have quadrupled on secondary markets since Graham bought his tickets. I mean, that sounds about right. That happened. When did we? Yes, Germany. When me and the good man Matt went to Germany, we paid €100 for our tickets. The people sitting right next to us on the secondary market paid €300 for their tickets. Fuck that.
So speaking to my mate today about the WWE in the UK tickets, right?
Oh, it's going to be frightening, isn't it?
Yeah, he had one last look at tickets today. General tickets are now available. Mid-tier still 400. Very top tier about 220.
Sorry, just out of interest, Graham saying is that Eldest could now make it. I was trying to get an extra seat, but not now. Well, why don't you pay for it, Graham? Stop being such a cheapskate. Buy your son a ticket, man. Damn, he wants to go now. Enjoy every minute. Damn it, Graham.
Leave him alone.
Yelling at Graham for no reason. Well, you go and sit there then. Graham, I'm being mean for no reason. I shouldn't. It's been a weird week.
But yeah, those tickets in the UK, I don't know why they're so ridiculously expensive. Like
it's because people pay it. Of course it is. That's the only reason why people pay it.
I mean, we managed to get SmackDown and Money in the Bank tickets, and SmackDown and what was it? Clash at the Castle tickets.
The Castle tickets, yeah, bloody hell, that was a long
time
ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, mate. But the SmackDown and the Money in the Bank tickets, that was like £100 for both shows, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was we got a good price on those, and I just think obviously the more popular it's become again, it's they're able to price these in what they will call competitively, and it sucks for us because we're old and a little bit wiser, and we won't pay it. But
yeah, I mean, I'd like to go. I would like to go, obviously, but I'm not paying £200 for nosebleeds.
Graham is looking for an argument here, I think. Guessing you won't be impressed, I decided not to take my youngest to SmackDown when I found I could get a single floor seat for the price of 2 nosebleeds I was looking at. So he's going to SmackDown alone.
No, fair play to him, bruv. I can't hate on that, bruv. I can't he wants to slap hands. Simple. Yeah? I don't care. Fair play.
It's cold. So
cold as ice. Cold-blooded. Fair play, Graham. No. Big up.
You got to take as many selfies as you can as well.
And you got to slap hands. You got to be slapping hands.
Yeah, slap hands with any wrestlers, anyone around you. Fuck it, high five everybody. Can't wait. First time getting a floor seat at the WWE. That's nice, man. That's good. Nice. It's good shit. I mean, next time maybe get the nosebleed so your son can go. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Worst teacher in America treats his kids like they are students. Oh, what has this show become? Yeah. So, worst teacher in America.
That's a bold statement.
Some insult that is.
It is.
I mean, it's impressive. It hurts him. Oh my goodness. Bishop wins at the minute in the insult category. Where were we? What were we talking about? We were talking about NXT. I had a couple of things to talk about, actually. I wanted to mention. One of them was about the sheets. That's right. Kevin Owens put out a tweet saying, in a roundabout way, that he had re-signed with the WWE for the next 5 years or so. So then, out of nowhere, after that, Fightful managed to confirm that he'd signed the 5-year deal, like it was their fucking story. Come on, like people like Sean Ross Sapp and his pals have no fucking shame whatsoever, and I could not believe it when I saw it that they'd confirmed it. What? Because they read the tweet like the rest of the fucking world.
And they
Give
charge
me a
everyone
break.
$5. Yeah, it's a fucking...
Yeah, like if Gorilla were here, he'd say, "Will you stop?" Because it's utter nonsense,
That's right.
absolute bollocks. Oh man, I've got a few more words for him, but let's just say they are a bunch of world-class wankers. If you pay for it, why? If you know have looked at it and thought about paying for it, don't. And what a mess! What a shit show that is. Bishop, as Graham loves the indies so much, his children aren't allowed to go to Fuck's sake. What an... I mean...
He's had enough! He's had enough!
Yeah, stop it. He's
Stop
already
it!
dead.
He's had enough! You're killing him!
Or there's, will somebody stop the damn match?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's damn near broken in half.
So yeah, that was my bit on the amazing, wonderful Fightful and their subscription-based nonsense, utter horseshit. Again, if any of you that are listening or watching for whatever reason pay for it, for the love of God, don't. Just read Kevin Owens' tweet. That was enough. Yeah. What else did I have to say? I had something else to say. I can't remember it now. We go off on such fucking tangents that I have forgotten.
So TW Takes has just put up this little thing.
Little dab.
Yeah. But the thing is, that looks like Mr. Chips from Catchphrase.
A little bit. You're right.
So you see.
So if you don't know what Catchphrase is, go get yourself on the YouTube machine and look it up.
That's right.
Proper game show that was.
And the one where the one on the cat where they get rid of the blocks and you got Mr. Chips fucking strumming one out.
Fucking hell.
Say what you see.
I genuinely don't know where we go with some of this stuff. Yeah, was there anything else I was going to talk about? I cannot remember. I had something on my mind, and it wasn't Judas. I mean that's all. That's for some reason that's always in there at the minute. Why are they always crying? Chris, any reason as to why the AEW sickos are crying this time?
Because again, if you can't. I keep repeating the same thing. If you can't say anything positive really about what you're doing, you have to then find negative shit about other stuff. If you can't lift your own, because they are, did that like that tweet that you put out that you saw the other guy literally begging, WWE guys, you don't even need to tell anybody. Just watch the show. Do you know what I mean?
Like it's some dirty secret.
It is fucking ridiculous, bro. Oh, you don't need to tell anybody. Just watch the show. Support wrestling and all this. And it's like, my God, man. Have some fucking dignity. You know what I mean? Some fucking respect for yourself.
That was probably what I was thinking when I typed it. Yeah, have a little bit of fucking self-respect.
You know what I mean?
It's the same thing. Some of these accounts now who are just absolute nothings and nobodies are now trying to beg people to subscribe to Max.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are we watching here? What are we doing?
Beggy Mitchell, bruv. It's it's too much, man. It's too much. Gallows and that have gone, haven't they?
Yes, Gallows and Anderson, fair play to them too as well. Yeet, says Dharma. Thank you for that. yes, they are gone. But again, two guys who have made a proper living out of not working that much.
Yeah.
I rate it. I love it.
And
Just
they'll
like that for
probably.
Miro.
Do you reckon they'll go back to AEW?
Why?
I mean, just because.
Yeah, go Japan, I suppose.
Yeah.
Bishop he's all the way back.
Yeah, there we go. he tagged us with the classic Snake Charmer clip. Brilliant.
Yeah, the Snake Charmer.
It's fucking fantastic. It is just absolutely fantastic.
Oh, we could put some awful innuendo, like, old man jokes in there with the, charming my snake and all that rubbish, but we won't.
There we go. Yeah.
Anderson's currently injured. I don't know how. He's not been working. He must have done it at home. Fucking hell.
Yes, there you go. The Bruce Forsyth moment as well. He's tagged us up in as well because that is the Brucey. Fantastic.
That's it. Yeah. So, I mean, we've been at this for almost an hour. The people here are still talking and chatting away. So he's live tweeting on our behalf. I do appreciate that, Graham.
Big up yourself, bruv.
Not like we haven't mentioned the name of your wrestling podcast in this hour at all. Little quid pro quo and all that stuff, right?
Oh, Good Cop, Bad Cop. Great podcast. Check them out. Episodes coming out, what, Friday, Saturday?
I believe one of the hosts was drunk the last time you were on there, Chris. Is that right?
Yeah. I don't know if I drove him to drink. It could have possibly been. I'm sure Graham could let us in on whether it was
typical, isn't it? We've been bigging it up all fucking hour, and now there's no episode this week. Fuck's sake! Right, let's edit this. Get rid of every mention. We'll Benoit him from the show. So, yeah, we've taken a piss out of the sickos again because, let's face it, they deserve it. Sorry, the host that we've mentioned has scaled back on the drink for the last few weeks. Was he having a dry January? I mean, that's a possibility, right? And then
well, I mean, no nut November. Is that a thing as well now that people do?
No, not in my house.
No, we don't fucking have none of that mess in here. Fucking, yeah, I mean, fuck.
Fuck's sake. We got to bring November up.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
Has anyone got anything they want to say, anything they want to talk about? Because like I said, we're here. We got you for the next few minutes, man.
There was some mo shit.
Mo.
There was some mo shit. So the AEW sign talking about the hack.
Yeah, I mean that was a lousy sign in the first place. It was spelled poorly, and it was it's just like. He was doing his best to get on Botchamania or something like that. Like, you have to be when you do something like. I'm not a fan so much of these signs that do their best to get themselves onto Botchamania. It's just trying to get yourself over. Like, who cares about your shitty sign, mate? Like, this twat couldn't even fucking spell. So I got no time for it. He was obviously an idiot. What a shame that his stupidity has now been immortalized and highlighted for everyone to see. Bashing the Bishop isn't limited to the YouTube chat in Chris's house. Why is he bashing it?
Bashing the Bishop isn't. That's
no,
true.
But yeah. Why is he suggesting you're bashing it? Got a miss, isn't
it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's no Bishop bashing going on here or in the chat.
JB, what's on your neck? This is a microphone, actually. Sonic Cake something or other. It's not something I've ever tried to promote or anything, but if you want to know what it is, I'm sure I can find the link and send it to you. Does it sound good? That's what I'd like to know. How does it sound to you, Chris?
Yeah, beautiful, mate.
Cool. Right. So yeah, if it works, it works. I'm glad someone's noticed it, and hopefully it's better than my headset or just my regular MacBook fucking microphone. Here's a question for us. 17th title for Cena. Can he manage it? I'm gonna say he's gonna get it.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I mean, what's this? What's yeah? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Let's go. What? How does that look?
What's that? The 17th title.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Elimination Chamber with quite a few sort of faces in it. We know, I personally think that there's going to be a fatal 4-way at WrestleMania. So you're going to have maybe you'll have Cena,
Punk, Roman, and Cody.
yeah, and Cody. You'll have those four, right? So there's a lot of stuff going on there. And then who might. So I mean, so you're suggesting that that Cody will lose but not get pinned, maybe.
Oh, that's a tough one. I think that Cena could get it. I think he should pin Cody. Fuck it, roll him up, get the belt.
Yeah.
Do it on a fluke and then lose it. A month later. Fuck it. This is a good point as well. The man that does not fantasy book and does not like fantasy booking, fantasy booked Cena getting the 17th title on the latest episode of the Terrible Wrestling Takes podcast, which you can catch on Apple Podcasts and I believe Spotify. Yes, if you want to know how he does it, check it out there. That's probably the best place to sit because we're not. I mean, we could fantasy book, we probably can't do it as good as him. So it's a good one. But I think fuck it, yeah. Have him roll him up, have him get beat the next month. Hot shot the title. Who cares? Like,
I think if Gunter loses to Jay, then Gunter might beat Cena.
He could. I mean, Wayne put a question here. Do we feel cheated? We won't get to see Cena in a pay-per-view here in the UK this year. Who's to say we won't? I still think they're gonna chuck another pay-per-view out or a PLE in the UK to maybe towards the summer. What are AEW bringing here? What did they say they were bringing? It was something else. Forbidden Door or something, wasn't it?
Huh?
Was it Forbidden Door or
Forbidden Door? It's
Forbidden
Forbidden Door, yeah.
Exactly. They're not running Wembley this year. I think WWE will run another big show in the UK, and I think it might even be the SmackDown PLE type thing. If we hear anything, we'll let you know. But yeah, we don't. Question for me. Next goal scorer for Arsenal. The Forwards have taken more of a beating than Tony D'Angelo at the end of NXT this week. That's true. Next goal scorer. My money would be on Trossard. We're playing Leicester this week, and Leicester are shit. So I know Bishop likes to stick his money on a few things on the football. If he gets up early enough to watch that, then there should be some money to be made. There definitely was on the last couple of nights of the Champions League, which I hope he did jump on and win some as well. Bet responsibly, everyone, please. Catch Bishop on Overcast at times 2.5. No, don't do that. Listen to his sweet tones with the... Wayne says, win the dog going up front. That's probably better than Raheem Sterling. I don't know. We did the football show, remember? If you didn't catch it, I wouldn't recommend going back and watching it because it was 2.5 hours long. But, we had a lot of fun doing it, and we will try and do it again at some point.
I'll tell you what would have been a good game for us to watch, though, and do it would have been Real Madrid versus Man City versus Real Madrid the other
Yeah,
night.
it would have been good. It was a good enough game. It had a good finish to
Yeah.
it. It had a proper storyline finish to it.
Yeah, it was great.
But
Or
yeah, really good.
Liverpool Everton Liverpool the other day,
I mean,
yesterday.
that game was just hilarious at the end.
Fucking
Good
brilliant, mate.
Yeah.
I love it. I fucking love that.
What do we say? Maybe Jay wins the title and Cena beats Jay. I don't know about that. Sorry, how did Liverpool get on last night, you fucking turd? Don't come at us with that rubbish. You know, seriously, you got turned over by Plymouth, mate. Like, we're not doing that here. Like, if you want to do it, we'll do it. But like, I don't want to get into it and embarrass you. You're a Liverpool fan. We get it. You're like favored by every referee in the fucking nation, and the PGMOL love you guys. Like, don't do that to us. Like, you fucking don't do it. So, you should be chiming in too. You're a Spurs fan. You hate Liverpool too.
I do, but I hate Arsenal more. So
That ain't right.
it's fucking right, and you know it. Goddamn
Do
it.
the second leg. Yeah, do the dance. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do. I don't know. We might. It's not something that's on the table. Oh, sorry, Graham's getting into football chat, so I'm going to give it to him a little bit here. They were favoured by the ref last night. I thought you said you watched the game. Well, yeah, I did watch the game, and you know they were favoured. If you looked carefully, if you were watching the game with your eyes, you would have seen that VAR did everything they could to find a problem with Everton's second goal. If it wasn't for the offside, it blatantly wasn't. It was a little nudge in the back. They were looking for offside elsewhere. It took fucking forever for everyone to, you know, find out that it was just a clear goal.
Well, dude, I mean, let's not fuck about then. I mean, Van Dijk elbowing fucking our man in the. Did you see that? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not get into it. But here we are. How many more injuries? Not injuries, but how many more fucking fouls does Van Dijk need to put in before he gets someone fucking sees it? It's absolute nonsense, man. Like, Liverpool fans expecting fucking trophies to fall into their laps. When they cannot. They naively go to places like Plymouth and play their youth. Fucking hell, you deserved everything, man. That day, and yesterday. You couldn't beat Everton on their own patch. It hurts you more than it hurts us.
You know what's thingy though? Everton really didn't want to lose that game because it's the last game that they'll play Liverpool.
Yeah, the last one at Goodison. Yeah, of course it was.
So they really didn't want to lose that one. But anyway, let's not talk about football. Let's go to Wayne Butler's question, which is a fucking good question.
Sorry, I just clicked on the wrong one. My mistake.
But anyway, big up Bishop winning
42
fucking
on the footy yesterday. I won that yesterday on one bet yesterday. That was pretty good. Darwin Núñez to foul anyone after he came off the bench. What a shock he actually did. Any truth to the gossip? Stephanie has beef with Jade Cargill. Which Stephanie?
McMahon
or Vakia? I've heard nothing. Have you?
Yes, I have. That's they're saying that's why Jade ain't on TV.
Don't know. If there was beef, I'm sure something would have come out by now. But yeah, no.
I still think it's weird that you had you had the EST and Cargill as champions, and then Cargill just. I mean, what was it initially? She was injured, so she couldn't.
Injured, and then she was taken off TV, and now she's not back on TV, and the title was just passed on to. So,
I mean, but that never happens, does it? Really, that never happens. That
when it does, when a title is passed on to someone else to defend, those people lose the titles. They don't get to hang on to them. They're usually teams lose titles with the added guy in there for
exactly.
Reason, yeah.
Exactly. So that's why it makes me think that there's something untoward that's going on. That why the titles haven't been. So Jade isn't on TV because she got attacked and thrown into a car.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
That is what
Yeah.
happened. One more from the good cop, bad cop. Let's risk our first team and run for a Champions League and a league double. Yeah, try and win a treble. You know, you're saying that you're not good enough to get a treble, like United and City before you. Like, yeah, come on, man. Be reasonable.
Well, you know what's funny though? Plymouth Argyle were the poorest performing team in all of the leagues, goals wise, for consuming
They
goals.
scored 5 in midweek, didn't they?
Huh?
They beat Millwall 5-1
Yeah.
on Tuesday or Wednesday night. Yeah, they beat Millwall 5-1. Jade isn't on TV yet because she got attacked and thrown into a car. Yeah, she did get attacked, but is she still off TV because of an injury, or is it because they want her off TV?
Yeah, but it's a weird one because, like I say, usually if someone's injured legit, then the titles are taken from. You don't normally get someone stepping in going, "Oh, you know,
I'll do it.
I'll do it." It generally doesn't sort of work like that, you know. So you've got, you know,
Yeah, no, it's if it comes out, it comes out. I think I couldn't see why Stephanie would have a problem with Jade Cargill unless they bumped into each other in the most random way backstage or something. It's yeah, I don't know. So
yeah, it's a weird one.
I haven't seen anything for that, so I think we'll probably
She has been
swerve that one.
working. She's been working at the performance center, so maybe they thought, and this is just me sort of speculating, rumors and innuendo.
Not up to it.
You know, maybe they just looked at her and just said, "Look, like we still don't think you're quite up to it yet. You need to put in that work. You know, you need to just get
fair play
get
if she is though. If she is putting in the work, fair play to her because you know she could have just said, "Nah, I think I'm all right." Like,
yeah,
obviously the looks and all that. The look is TV ready, but the wrestling probably isn't there. And
that's right.
you know, if she's still getting up and getting into work and going for it, who are we to complain?
So I think maybe that's what's. I think that's a more sort of believable option that basically because they you know she weren't on WWE TV very quickly after they signed her, and you know let's be honest, she wasn't great in the ring, really, was she still? You know, she was better than she was in AEW, but that's probably because due to the people that she was working with. You know, so yeah, it's believable.
Okay,
You know,
I've got
that's
one more.
what I would
I've
say.
got one more
Really,
for you.
they're probably training her up a little bit more.
Cool. I've got one more for you before we start to say our thank yous and whatevers to get out of here. Did you see the past week or so on the Jericho cruise the reunion of Enzo and Cass? I've got mixed feelings on this. Mixed feelings.
Do you know what? The nostalgia aspect of seeing my boys back together again. Yeah. Right? Coming together like butt cheeks and being the shit. Right? You get what I'm saying? Like
I get you.
that was fucking beautiful for me. To you know, the only issue is, you know, this right here is Big Bill. No, it ain't. It's Big Cass, and it'll always be Big Cass.
Well, he's Big Bill now, and Big Bill had he had that almost remarkable fucking reception in the UK, didn't he, for his match on Collision or whatever?
Oh yeah,
and nice to see that AEW followed up on that. Yeah.
Oh,
so
they couldn't run.
Yeah, they've decided to. Well, Jericho has booked Enzo and Cass or Bill together and on the cruise and that. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't. It doesn't feel right. Like it's. You know, are you telling me that they couldn't find somewhere that wasn't on a stinky boat?
maybe they're testing the water. Yeah.
Is that a pun?
Yeah, get me. I would love, and I have been, and you know this, bruv, I have been secretly waiting for that to happen for years. They were the most over that anyone since there's been no one that over tag team wise since the New Age Outlaws. It's not it.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That whole bit, like, you know, where they do Enzo does the whole thing without the mic.
Oh,
You know, it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's wonderful.
it is. By the boom, realest guys in the room.
Yeah,
How you doing? Come
it's a
on,
little
bro.
bittersweet that it's done on an indie wrestling boat. That's all. That's my feeling on
It
it.
is
It's
bittersweet. It is. It would. You know what would have been better? And for whatever reason, around the time that it never happened, that they went back to WWE. I would.
It would not surprise me if WWE were already asking Bill when his contract's expiring.
Yeah.
You know, the guy sorted his life out. He got himself together, and he is. Yeah, he's on TV as part of, you know, the learning tree. Oh, even saying it fucking takes it out of me.
Do you know what would be fantastic? Do you know what would gas me
Having
up?
squash Moxley
Have
in the title
one day in next year or whenever in the Royal Rumble, right? Just to hear the fucking both of them come out and Enzo introduce Big Cass into the Rumble, and then, you know, that would, for me, if it never happens again after that, fine. You know, but I can you imagine that the crowd would go fucking insane?
Yeah, I do think that, but there's a lot at play. You know, you have to get, you know, you have to find out whether or not Enzo's on the level. You know,
He
he
don't even need to wrestle.
he does get a bit booky at times, doesn't he, old Enzo?
You know what? It weren't even the reason why they got fired from WWE. Wasn't actually it. It was like Bill was an alcoholic. He was you know, there was a lot going on behind the scenes, and it was really you know, Big Cass that jeopardized them working. And then there was the whole bullshit with some woman said something about Cass, and then, you know, it came out that it was never true, and all that, and that sort of, you know, put the fucking the end of it for him. But, you know, they still remain for me, character wise, one of my favorite tag teams of all time. You know, I love my pure wrestlers. I love the Kurt Angles of the wrestling world. I love him. You know, I love the wrestling wrestlers, right? But for me, some of my favorite people, and to this day, I say it regular, Santino Marella, for me, is still one of my favorite wrestlers. Anthony, man. Like, you know, still very proud of the fact, bro, that we were able, before he went to TNA, he wasn't doing any podcasts. We had him on this show as our first guest.
He was our very first guest, yeah.
He was our very first guest on the show, and it was fucking Santino Marella. And that guy, if you go on YouTube, and you know what, I do it sometimes with my boy, yeah? Like me and my son will watch. I'll say to him, look, fucking let's watch this. And it will be clips of Santino Marella, right? Just doing funny shit. Just doing, just, you know, alongside Goldust doing fucking real funny, weird, kooky shit. Goldust for me, again, but Goldust can work though, yeah? Like Dustin can work as well.
Yeah.
But for me, it's those characters that stick in your mind, and the New Age Outlaws. They weren't that great in the ring. Let's be real. They weren't that great in the ring, but fuck me, they were over as hell. So, you know, it's people like that. The New Age Outlaws, fucking Enzo and Big Cass, Santino Marella, Goldust. You know, it's people like that I still say to this day some of my favorite fucking wrestlers.
How was Marky Jobson on the mic? I've not heard him live.
Marky Jobson, he was a bit. I mean, you'll have to go on Cage Match to see what they think.
Cage Match, see what his ratings are. Yeah.
Yes, right. You need to go on Cage Match.
Yeah.
To see what he's about.
Is he any better than the Swag Man?
Oh, Dave Swagman Studley.
Yeah.
Never that, bro.
Swagman Studley,
Swagman Studley. I'm like I say, I'm waiting for one day, and I believe in my heart of hearts that it will happen. That Enzo and Big Cass will return to WWE programming at some point, because
I think Bill will get there first.
I think if you have one, you got to have t'other, right? You can't have Big Cass, because he will be Big Cass. He won't be Big Bill anymore. He'll be Big Cass again, right?
I don't know, man.
So you can't have him come back to WWE as Big Bill. Come on, bruv. Behave yourself.
What if he carves out a huge career? What if he does become world champion in AEW? He can't go back as Big Cass, can he?
He can. Of course he can. Of course he can. He's Big Cass. You can't teach that. I'm sorry.
I don't know about that.
No, he'll have to.
Sure.
But I think you can't have one without the other. Even if you were going to have Big Cass as a singles wrestler, I think you've still got to have Enzo as either his manager. Yeah, you've still got to have the pair. You've still got to have, my name is Enzo Amore, and this right here is fucking Big Cass. You've got to have that shtick. You've got to. I'm sorry. It needs to be done. I think if Big Bill does get signed, but the only, I think he married DDP's daughter, didn't he? He married DDP's daughter, but
so he's got to be on the level, yeah.
He's and DDP's doing a lot of stuff with WWE as well. He's been at a few shows and all that sort of stuff, and he was at AEW at one point. Oh yeah, I mean, the pops.
They did it at WrestleMania, sure, yeah.
Biggest,
but I think we're so far away from that. It annoys me that we're that far away from that, because you have to. There's a lot of sort of
Hold on.
Things to get through. I know you're trying to queue something up on your phone, but
no, yeah,
yeah. See, I was feeling the same thing, and I think Chris might be feeling the exact same thing.
Yeah.
The music drop is underrated.
Fucking fantastic. As soon as that hits, yeah. Come on, bruv. Let's have a look.
So whilst Chris is looking for that,
how long are the contracts genuinely in AEW roughly? 3 years?
5 years, 5 years plus injury time, innit?
So he signed in 2022. But yeah, Lexi Nair works for AEW, so that's his wife, and she's on AEW. But
is she?
Yeah, she's the fucking interviewer, isn't she, Lexi Nair?
Ah, right.
And that's DDP's daughter. It would be fantastic to see him on there, because at the end of the day, they were over like Rover. It was great stuff.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not sure if Bill's working good on TV, and he's on TV a lot with Jericho. I don't think you're going to see him make the move. I think he's going to stay comfortable. I think it's wise for him to stay where he is, as much as we want to see him be, Enzo and Cass. Although I don't think he'll be Enzo and Big Bill. There you go.
Come on.
This is going to get us kicked off fucking YouTube and that, isn't it? Like,
There you
this
go.
will happen.
Just a little,
Yeah.
just a little taster. That's fine. They won't be able to pick that up. It's fine.
You say that, they always do, don't they? Bastards.
Well, because that music's on YouTube anyway.
Is it? It's not royalty free, is it? Of course not.
Oh shit! No, it's actually on WWE's channel.
There you go. So hopefully we won't get any copyright strikes for something like this.
Yeah.
So we have kept you for almost an hour and a half. So I do want to say this is probably the best sort of time to wrap it up. So where do we start? We have so much shit to fucking shill nowadays. It's unreal. Let's say we're on Facebook for a start. Let's do Facebook. Facebook's a big deal for us right now. Facebook's a fucking huge deal for us right now. So if you are watching or listening or whatever, check us out on Facebook. We do a lot of stuff on there at the minute, and we try our best to post once a day on there. And we have had in the last 28 days nearly 4 million hits, 4 million views. We are up to 12,000 followers, and it is the fucking place to be. I can't even knock it. Like, it's a wonderful sort of thing that, you know, has happened for us. So please join us if you are anywhere in or around Facebook. If, like me, your VPN has run out, you know where to go. I've literally just this week redone my Surfshark subscription by using the code GRAPPLE. It's the best code to have in any situation. And I got the 24 months subscription. Surfshark's one subscription, 24 months plus 4 months extra for nothing. For nothing, that is. And that's ends up being £66.86, which works out to what, like $1.99 a month. What's killing you? What's hurting you on that?
Right.
So yeah, if you're doing that, then please, you know, use the code GRAPPLE, get yourself a decent VPN, watch your favorite British shows in America, and watch your favorite American shows in the UK, for however you want to do it. If you're in America and you miss EastEnders, if you're, you know, missing the good shit, 40th anniversary, am I right, for EastEnders?
Bruv, can you put pictures up on here?
I can, but I'd have to. It would take me a while. So, what are you trying to show us?
I'm going to show you this. You mentioned EastEnders, yeah, and I don't know if I sent this to you already, but is this your Barclay card that someone's found?
I think I've seen this one, and you're gonna have to show it to the screen now because I think I've seen it. Is it Martin and Sonia? Yeah. If you can see this, someone put this on their bank card. Unbelievable, fucking brilliant.
Yeah. And that right there, okay, that's the only Martin Fowler that I'll ever recognise, right?
Because he's Greek.
Yeah. But apart from that, yeah, but that's the only Martin Fowler that will ever exist, all right? There was no other Martin Fowler.
There's an insult in the chat. Hey, to the second best Chris in all of podcasting.
Oi, Matt. That's Matt, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
Who's the first best then? Not Jericho.
Probably not. But he's probably got one in mind. But yeah, we're not having that.
We're not having that.
Comment from the record. If you are looking to get WWE products, we have a code for that. I have only recently found out how to get the code sorted so it works for the WWE Euro shop, and I apologize for that, but it is now readily available. So you can use the code to go to WWE Euro shop or WWE shop via Fanatics or whatever. Yes, and the answer is his husband. Yes, that was my first guess, to be fair.
Yeah, no, it is, but it's not a wrestling podcast, though, is it?
No, it's not.
So I'm still the best.
And it is the drunk Matt, the one that we mentioned before.
It is.
But he is totally sober today, so I don't know if we appreciate that or not.
I don't know if it was me that drove him to drink being on the podcast, or whether it was just What?
Probably Graham.
It's
Graham.
I mean, yeah. To be
Yeah,
fair, it probably
Graham.
is Graham. Yeah.
That's fine. So yeah, so where were we? WWE stuff. If you're looking to get your merch, by all means, just use our code. It doesn't do a lot, but it might help in some way. So, what else is there, Chris? Is there anything else we're shilling?
Just fucking I mean, like I say, there may be a new sponsor on the horizon at some point, but we're shilling. That's what we're shilling right now. You know, and you know, everyone on here is on Facebook. I would say majority of people. If you don't follow our page on Facebook, follow our page on Facebook. There's a lot of cool stuff that we post on there. There's a lot of cool stuff going to be posted on there coming up soon. You know, so yeah. Fucking A. Follow us on Facebook.
Yeah, so I've done Surfshock, I've done WWE's, whatever, you know, what else? There was an energy drink back in the day. I don't know if that's still around.
Yeah.
He's still hoping he can get either of us on good, bad cards. Well, we both have cards. Like, you know, Chris has obviously got his Sonya and Martin Fowler card. Oh, no, okay.
There's a good card. It's a Magic the Gathering card.
Oh. Magic the Gathering.
Not fucking weird. Magic the Gathering. Fantastic.
Yeah. It's Lord of the Rings, but in cards, right?
There was a Lord of the Rings set, but it's better than Lord of the Rings. Card
Yeah. I totally get you. I believe you. I used to fucking A, Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
And the same on the volley. Well, you know, we were waiting for the invite, so we did our own fucking football show.
No, but we will come on the volley as well.
I don't want to sound like that guy, but that ridiculously awful football show that we did 12,000 views across social media and fucking YouTube. Absolutely horrid that people would tune in to watch us cry about football.
And I was crying because we fucking lost as well.
What a fucking mess!
It was fucking. But to be honest, it was good fun because you know we both love football. We both
had a lot of anguish in that game. Yeah,
there was a lot of anguish as well. Yeah, there was a lot of anguish, but that was real. It was real.
Yeah.
So, you know,
it doesn't have to be cards. It can be collectibles. Yeah, I mean collectibles are awesome, aren't they? Like, yeah, but no, we have the cards and collectibles. Yeah, anytime, Graham, anytime. I mean, you do have to tell Chris to be on half an hour before you actually are going to go on.
100%. 100%.
Chris is on Greek time.
I am on Greek time, and I apologize, but yeah, I mean, we cards and collectibles. I mean, I'm literally surrounded by Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering cards, pro sets, wrestling cards, you name it, we got it. You know.
Yeah. What a fun time to be a wrestling fan when you are at this age in our lives and we can just buy our own shit.
Dangerous, man. Dangerous.
Yeah. So with that, we say, what do we say? We say thank you to everyone that is checking this out. Anyone who is listening, you know, after the fact, we thank you guys too. You know, obviously Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of them.
Spotify, Deezer, Castbox. You remember them?
Yeah.
Yes, bro. I need to get me list out. We need to do that.
Yeah, we need to go back to the old list. We need to do a review of an old show as well because, I mean, like I said, we've been talking about old shows a lot lately. So
yeah,
why not get one done? Why not, you know, see if we can get together and do something hilarious? I can't remember where we were with this. Darmar says, why do I have to call him Darmar? I know his fucking name. Damn it. End with a big yeet. It can end with a big yeet.
I tell you what, though, right? We're not going to end with. Did you see Pat McAfee fucking yeeting? He was grinding. He was fucking humping.
He looks like he's going to blow himself up if he fucking
He literally
so
was going to blow his own back out, let alone anybody else's.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, that is right. The princes of previous pay-per-views. We need to watch a previous pay-per-view. We will actually be watching a previous pay-per-view in line with something else that we are doing. But that will come soon. That's a little while away, I think, isn't it? The WrestleMania 3 stuff.
Yes, correct.
That's as
Correct.
far as we'll go.
Yeah. Well, I need to speak to you about that because I saw something today. We need to, we need to get that moving because
All right.
now's the time.
No problem. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. So, with that, guys, we do appreciate every last one of you. We thank you so much for stopping by today. I'm JB. Next to me, the best Chris. I'm sorry, who badly played video games. The best Chris in all of wrestling podcasts. Fuck it, in all of podcasts, Mr. Chris Dredd. Guys, take care. We love you all. You all matter to us. Yeet. Take care, everyone. We will see you next time.